Perfect.
The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Now on, hits a single to right field. That will score. Jaroszewski and the Stars take the lead on the RBI single by Hansen to right field.
Wells fights to keep his shoulder up. And his pin.
2:20 remains in the game. 4th and 17. The Vikings capitalize early on a big one. What will the Squirrels do? Deep pass down the field. Cooper Johnson and Mason. Oh my! What a fantastic catch by Cooper Johnson.
Dribble. Got Andra down low. Iniger had it knocked free. Gets it back. Muscles his way in. Got it.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
And welcome to beautiful Omaha, Nebraska. We are here at Warrior Field for a beautiful Wednesday night matchup here. You were just with us moments ago for a very long and frustrating game between the Fargo 400s and the Bandits. But we are back here, and I am Max Coughlin. Mike is currently on the buttons working the scorebook and everything like that. He just needed a break. So I am here in his cover, and we are just now moments away from getting underway here at Warrior Field. Carson Belleville on the mound here tonight for the Fargo 400s. And Josh Bowe will lead things off here for DePere. First pitch of the night is up the middle. And that'll start things off with a lead-off single. As we are underway here, first pitch time is 9:27. A beautiful night here on a Wednesday night. This is the final game of a very long game. First game started around 9:30 a.m. And now we are finishing the night with our last game at 9:30 p.m. Bevel with the first pitch, and that one is fouled off to the left side as Carter Schmidt has his way in the box. Schmidt steps in the box for the 0-1 pitch. Bevel sets. Deals the 0-1. That's just high. It'll even count up at 1-1. The last time these two teams have faced off with each other is around the same time, 3 years in a row. The last time these two teams faced off was Friday, June 24th of 2022. As a ball is ripped to the left side, and another single for DePere, and that'll put two runners on, one on first and second. As DePere is showing no signs of stopping early on, as first two batters get on from base hits. As now Ethan Newens will step in the box. The last time these two teams faced off, the Stars took that game. It was 10-0 in a very... And that one is lined to center field, and it is caught by Jake Jaroszewski, as that'll be the first out of the first inning. Excuse me, it was 10-7 on June 24th, just around this time last year. And then 2 years ago, DePere took a game 13-0 in 5 innings in a game that really didn't matter for the Fargo 400s, which was in a year that the Fargo 400s made it to the Legion World Series. And now they're here in Omaha for the College World Series tournament, as Bevel, his first pitch, is just a bit outside and low. Bevel comes, sets. He's looking the runner on second, deals the 1-0 pitch, and that one swung on into left field. It's a ground ball. Will he send him? He is. Rounding third base, coming home and scoring is DePere, and they will score first. as Josh Bowen will have the first run on here for DePere, and it's 1-0 early on in this game. And now up to bat is Landon Rago with runners on second and first. One out here in the top of the first inning. DePere already having 3 hits on the night. Bevel deals, and a pitch right down the middle. Slider. It'll drop in for the first strike. Bevel steps off. And he's back on the mound. Fielders for Fargo 400s playing really traditional so far. You can see the second baseman checking down the runner on second as that pitch just a bit outside. It'll even the count up at 1-1. Bevel only at 10 pitches so far, and he's given up a run. Bevel takes his time. He deals just a bit low and outside. It'll bring the count to 2-1. Behind the plate today is Malachi Weremeyer doing the catching duties here to Bevel. And that one is ripped into center field, and he cannot see it. He'll let it drop as now the bases are loaded. 4 hits tonight so far here for DePere, as Carson Bevel has been getting shooken up a bit here early on. Bases loaded, 1 out here. Now Jake Weckworth is up to bat here with a bases loaded opportunity to get some RBI to his name. The first pitch outside, it's going to be a pass ball, but the runner does not come in to score. As a big relief of sigh right there. Carson Bevel doing his best to minimize as best as he can. As he has the 1-0 pitch, that's popped up into foul territory, and that will be out of play. As it counts 1-1. If you're a Fargo 400s fan, you're going to have to watch out here for those foul balls, as there's a huge net right outside of the complex. Any foul ball comes right back, it will hit the stands. As the 1-1 pitch drops in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Carson Bevel nearing his first strikeout of the evening in a big-time opportunity. And a swing popped up into right field. And it'll have a guy there, Chayton Sen, as he'll throw down to home. No runner tagging, but on second base, as a runner is caught up, the throw will be to second base, and now it's going home. And he's tagged out at the plate. Carter Schmidt tried to make his way home, but it was no good, and that'll end the inning here. 4 hits, 1 run, no errors. And we'll be back here on Magnitude.
Does a ghost pepper wing that doesn't send you into tears make any sense? Sure does to us. That's why Popeye's ghost pepper wings are more flavorful than fireful. Because in NOLA, we like to taste our food, not cry over it. We don't make sense. We make chicken. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At Popeyes, we've got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at GottaGoDrivingSchool.com.
And welcome back to Warrior Field. It's the bottom of the first inning as DePere strikes first. It's 1-0 early on in a very long night here for the Post 400 Stars, where they just played a very long 9-inning battle between the Bandits, where they ended up getting walked off on in the bottom of the 9th inning. But nonetheless, we're back. I'm Max Coughlin. Mike is on the buttons to finish off the nightcap. Caden Kreutz will be your pitcher tonight here for DePere on the mound. And leading things off is Caleb Christensen for the Fargo 400 Stars. Christensen steps in, and we're ready to play the bottom of the first. Kreutz steps off, trying to collect his thoughts here early on in the first. Kreutz deals first pitch, strike right down the middle, and that'll start things off here for Kreutz's night as it's 0-1. Kreutz gets the pitch, sets, deals, and a curveball that'll be fouled off to bring the count 0-2. Christensen taking his time in the box. He's getting set. Has to battle his way back now, and Carter Schmidt, catcher, will take his time and walk out to have a discussion with Kreutz. Maybe some pitch discussions, maybe some mix-ups, some never really know, but nonetheless they're back for the 0-2 count. DePere already got off to a pretty good start in the top of the first inning, where it's really the hardest inning in all of baseball to really throw up a big zero, and the Fargo 400 Stars cannot get that done. And a ground ball shot over the third base side, and the throw is in time from Devin Weber to Landon Rago, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And now it brings up Jackson Ammerman. Kreutz with the pitch, a long curveball that'll be high, and it'll be 1-0. The pitch is fouled off to the right side, and it'll even the count up at 1-1. Defense playing pretty traditional here with a little bit of a shift to the left side in the outfield. And Devin Weber making his way back a little bit even at third base, maybe waiting for a bunt, as that pitch is outside, and it's 2-1. The pitch from Kreutz, and that just catches the outside half of the plate, and it's 2-2. And that one is shot over to the shortstop side, and it's bobbled, and that'll be an error. Jackson Ammerman reaches on an error from Brian Gerbis, and that'll be the first runner on here tonight for the Fargo 400 Stars. Now it's Colby Hansen making his way into the box after the E6 with Jackson Ammerman on first base. One out here early on in the bottom of the first. Kreutz with the pitch. That just catches the outside half once again. As that's going to be a big thing tonight so far. If you can really establish that outside half, you're going to get a lot of calls early on. And that's exactly what Kreutz has done early on. And you live there all game, you will have probably a pretty successful night. Kreutz now with the 0-1. That one shot into center field. High fly ball into the lights. And that one is caught. That'll be the second out of the inning by Jake Weckworth. And now Logan Sullivan makes his way into the box. Kreutz checks the runner over at first. Comes set, deals a pitch. Outside half, called a strike once again. As the count's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off of the catcher, and it'll be 0-2. As the umpire making his way out to Kreutz, making sure that Carter Schmidt is all good. As that one might have just nicked his knee, maybe. Nonetheless, 0-2 here with 2 outs. Logan Sullivan trying to advance Jackson Ammerman into scoring position. Kreutz, the 0-2 pitch. And that is called strike 3. And that's going to end the inning here for the Fargo 400 Stars. No hits, no runs, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. We'll be back for the top of the second.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs Honey Barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
And welcome back to Warrior Field. It's the top of the second inning here as DePere has a lead 1-0. DePere striked early. 4 hits early on in the first inning off of Carson Bevel. Shooken up a little bit, but nonetheless, it's 1-0. DePere looked very, very efficient early on here in the bottom of the first. A big strikeout at the end of the inning after an error. And now Charlie Van Bruns steps in the box here for DePere. Carson Bevel back on the mound. First pitch from Bevel, that's grounded over to the second baseman. And an easy play from Colby Hansen will take out the first batter of the second inning. Now Louis Gossert up to bat here for DePere. And that one is popped up in the infield. Looks like it's going to be Logan Sullivan, the first baseman, to make the play, and that'll do it. 2 quick outs here for the Fargo 400 Stars, and that's a big-time start to the second inning. Exactly what you need after giving up a first run in the first. Gossert steps in here on Bevel. And that'll be called ball, as maybe Malachi Weirmore really had some other thoughts about that one, but nonetheless, it's 1-0. Bevel comes, sets, deals, and that one is called strike 1. Count evens up 1-1. The 1-1 pitch swinging inside. It'll bring the count to 1-2. Big time opportunity here for Bevel to get out of this inning really quickly. And the 1-2 pitch is called ball on the outer half. As we saw just an inning ago, those outer half strikes were called. for DePere, and that one might have just caught a little too much of the outer half. And nonetheless, it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Bevel, caught swinging. And that'll do it here for the top of the second inning. No hits, no runs, and we'll be back on Magnitude.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh! Making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
And welcome back here to the bottom of the second inning as Caden Kreutz makes his way back out on the mound for his pitching duties. And that one is a quick ground ball fouled over. Eli Mock is up to bat. As a first pitch, first strike, it'll be 0-1. Kreutz gets his pitch after shaking off the first one. The 0-1 pitch. And called ball low. It'll be 1-1. If you're a fan of the College World Series, you know, we're here in Omaha, Nebraska, as LSU picked up a big win early on tonight, as that one is fouled way back off of us. It stays in play off of the net. LSU took a big game to force a game tomorrow night for Wake Forest and LSU to see who gets in the finals to take on Florida in a 3-game series this weekend. So a lot of things happening on in Omaha right now. We have the College World Series. We have the College World Series baseball tournament, as we have right here at beautiful Warrior Field at Westside High School. So a lot of baseball going on the hot summer Wednesday night. And that one is called ball low. And the count is full, 3-2. Kreutz shakes off the first pitch. He gets it. He deals. A 3-2 pitch, and that one is swung on to third base. Ground ball taken up nicely, and that'll be an out from Devin Weber over to Landon Rago for the first out of the inning. And now the out brings up Chayton Sen. Six-hole hitter here tonight for the Fargo 400 Stars. As Kreutz deals, delivers, he drops in a very whopping curveball in for strike one. As so far we've seen tonight from Kreutz, we've seen a fastball, curveball, slider, and he's really not afraid to throw it whenever he wants. The 0-1 pitch from Kreutz, and that one swung on, ground ball to shortstop. Throw is on, and it's good, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Two quick outs here for DePere, as now they are forcing themselves back in to their own dugout. Now Gunnar Majerus making his way into the box. Gunnar Majerus, making his way into the box. Now Kreutz for the first pitch, and that one is going to be called strike on the outer half. As Kreutz has been living there with his fastball all night long. He's been getting a call. He hasn't missed one yet. The 0-1 pitch from Kreutz. That one curveball low and outside. It'll even the count back up at 1-1. The pitch from Kreutz outside, way a little bit too outside, and it'll bring the count to 2-1 in favor of Gunnar Majerus. The pitch, called strike 2, and we're even at 2-2. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here as DePere is looking to get themselves back in their dugout to hit. Kreutz with the 2-2 pitch. And that is fouled off. And Majerus will stay here in the box. 2 reduced to 2-2. The 2-2 pitch once again. And that is called low. And the count is now full at 3-2. Kreutz gets his pitch, the 3-2 pitch. And that is swung on into center field. Hard hit. And that one is tracked down by Jake Weckworth. And that'll bring a close to the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back here on Magnitude Sports.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcasted on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best, then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
We're back. Top of the third inning here at Warrior Field as Carson Bevel makes his way back out on the mound here for the Fargo 400 Stars. Still hitless going into the third inning of play. And now Carson Bevel. And the first pitch from Bevel called strike on Josh Bowe. And that'll start it off here in the top of the third, 0-1. And that'll be called ball. It'll even the count up at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Josh Bowe is now facing the 1-2 count, facing a strikeout. As he's inching closer to home plate, he's really crowding the plate. And that one swung on and driven into right center field. That's going to be extra bases for Josh Bowe. As he's rounding first base, he'll be on second base easily for a stand-up double for DePere, and that'll lead things off here in the top of the third. A big-time start right there for Josh Bowe as he got all of that ball into the right center gap. And DePere is showing signs of striking again. As Carter Schmidt steps in, and that one is high and inside. Some chin music for Carter Schmidt. Schmidt's first at bat, he led things off with a leadoff single to start the game off to the left side. And now he's here with a 1-0 count. Bevel looks to the runner on second, and that one swung on to the third base side. He'll take the easy out at third base as Josh Bowe rounds third base, and he'll move him over to third. Now up to bat is Ethan Newens with a runner on third base, 1 out. As now the Fargo 400's infielders are now moving in. Really do not want that runner to score to increase this lead 2-0. The pitch from Bevel, that one swung on and missed from Newens. The no batting glove approach here tonight for Newens on a sweaty, humid night in Omaha, Nebraska. Not the smartest thing to do if I'm a hitter right now. And that one swung on. That might do it. Bowe has his foot on third base. He's tagging. He'll make his way home. The throw from left field is not in time as Bowe barrel rolls into home plate, and he's safe. It's 2-0. DePere leads in the top of the third inning on an RBI sac fly from Ethan Newens. Now Brian Gerbis is up to bat here. No runners on, 2 outs. Bevel with the pitch. That one is called strike 1 on the outer black. And it's 0-1. 5 hits so far through 3 innings. 2 2/3, for DePere, as that one is way off outside. And it's 1-1. Bevel sets, delivers, and that one's just outside. Slider outside on the 1-1 pitch, and that brings it to 2-1. Dimensions here at Warrior Field, it'll be 335 down the lines and then 360 all the way across the field. And that one is hit and driven into right center field, and that one is tracked down by Jake Jaroszewski. And that'll do it here for the top of the third inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. It's 2-0 going into the bottom of the third.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Welcome back. It's the bottom of the third inning as DePere has a lead 2-0. As opposed, Fargo 400 Stars haven't gotten really anything going so far as they're no hit through 2 innings. Caden Kreutz back out on the mound to do his duties. Now Malachi Weremeyer steps in for his first appearance here tonight in the box. Kreutz sets, delivers. 0-1 pitch. That one is driven foul. That one stays in the park. And it's a long strike. Nonetheless, it's 0-1. And if I'm Kreutz, you got to think about that one where you threw a fastball inside. You're going to want to stay on the outer half now, and that's exactly what he did with that slider. It's not a bad miss, You get his eyesight really moving around now as you throw an inside fastball first pitch. He really turns on it. Then you throw an outside slider. It's 1-1. And he throws a slider once again. That one drops low. And it's 2-1. As Kreutz calls times and maybe got switched up there with the catcher. And Carter Schmidt talking to his pitcher, Caden Kreutz. Talking things over, really getting everything right on how to attack Wehrmeyer. Wehrmeyer steps in, the 2-1 count. No one on, no one out. Kreutz with the pitch. And that one's inside high as he brings the count to 3-1. Wehrmeyer ahead in the count. Wouldn't really be too surprised if we saw a swing here, if he saw a pitch he liked. And that one is called strike on the inner half, and it'll bring things full 3-2. The 3-2 pitch from Kreutz, and that one is called strike 3 on the outer half. And it stuns Wehrmeyer looking, as that's the first out of the bottom of the third inning. The strikeout will bring up Jake Jarashevsky, who just made the last out of the top of the third on a running line drive into center field. First pitch slider outside. Nothing going there, as it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, that one swung on into the left side. Ground ball caught. Long throw over is not in time. And that'll be counted as an infield single for the first hit of the night here for the post-Fargo 300s. 400s, excuse me. And now up to the bat is the leadoff hitter, Caleb Christensen. 1 out, 1 runner on first base. Kreutz looks over, gives him a look. Another. Sets, delivers. And that one swung on far into left field, and it just makes the glove. And that's the first out of the bottom of the third. Now Jackson Ammerman steps in with 1 on and 1 out. And you can't really be mad about that hit right there. You put that in a really good spot. He just not enough to burn the left fielder. No runner tagged on it. Now Kreutz sets, delivers. The 0-0 pitch, and that one's high. 1-0. Kreutz looks over once again. Quick delivery, and that one's fouled off over to the right side. Hits the pole. Back in to the field. That's a big one right there. No one has to go retrieve that foul ball as it's pitch dark now here at Warrior Field. It's under the lights on a beautiful Wednesday night in Omaha, Nebraska. And we'll be right back here tomorrow all day long for 5 games once again. And then the next day after. Baseball games just don't end. And a runner is going. The throw down not in time as the runner is safe at second base. And that puts runners in scoring position. As Ammerman faces the 1-2 count with 1 out. 1 runner on second base. Kreutz gets his pitch. Comes set. Deals. That one's called strike 3 on the outer half, and that'll end the bottom of the third inning on a big strikeout looking. 2 strikeouts on the inning for Caden Kreutz. We'll be back on Magnitude Sports.
Does a ghost pepper wing that doesn't send you into tears make any sense? Sure does to us. That's why Popeye's ghost pepper wings are more flavorful than fireful. Because Enola, we like to taste our food, not cry over it. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At Popeyes, we've got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Welcome back. It's the top of the 4th inning here at Warrior Field. Landon Rago will step in the box here for DePere, and Carson Bevel back on the mound for the Post Fargo 400s. And first pitch inside, called ball, as the umpire maybe wanted to call that. Just got a little hesitant with himself, but he called it ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch down low. It's 2-0. Rago having a nice eye as he owns the count 2-0. The 2-0 from Bevel. That one's low once again. 3 straight balls from Carson Bevel. You might want to step off the mound, maybe regroup, regain your thoughts. Wouldn't be expecting a swing here from Rago as he really steps into one and he gets called strike 1. For a free strike. Now the 3-1 pitch. Bevel, that one's high, and Rago's on with a leadoff walk. 3 straight balls, then a free strike, and the ball high. Brings on Jake Weckworth. Who lined out to the second baseman early on in his first plate appearance. And this first pitch swinging, he'll drive that one into the right side. And that'll put 2 runners on base. Rago on second base. Weckworth will be on first. Devin Weber now making his way on. No outs. 2 runners on. Rago is in scoring position. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Weber drop down a bunt here. And we don't see it. He's swinging first pitch, and it's fouled back. 0-1. Sullivan and Ammerman playing even with the bag at first and third base, expecting a bunt. Both middle infielders playing back to get that double play ball, and that one is way off to the right side. Safely protected right down there by Malachi Weirmeyer. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Bevel. That one's way outside, slider, as Weber holds up. It's 2-1. Every inning so far in this game, there has been DePere runners on base. That's been a big thing early on here for Bevel. You got to minimize the running game. And that one is swung on, fouled ball way out, and it's protected, kept here by that big net. Back on the right side. It'll bring the count to 2-2. Bevel looking to get out of a jam. Bevel the 2-2 pitch. That one swung on to the left side. It's bobbled over to second base for 1 out. And it'll be a fielder's choice as Rago moves over to third base. And Weber will be safe at first base. Runners in the corner with 1 out. And now it's Charlie Van Renz, and the pickoff attempt is no good. He'll be saved at first. And another pickoff attempt. He's safe at first once again. Yo, again, another pickoff attempt. Bevel just can't leave him alone. It is still 0-0. One out. Bevel now looking to pitch the first to Van Renz. That one's driven. Foul. You got to watch your heads over there in the dugout of post Fargo 400 Stars, as you saw some of them really duck down. Bit scared of it. As now it's 0-1 to Charlie Van Renz. The 0-1 pitch just outside, and it'll even all things up at 1-1. One's across the board. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Landon Rago at third, and Devin Weber at first base. And another pickoff attempt. That's got to be four in the same at-bat on Devin Weber. And I'd be surprised here if we saw Weber steal second base, as he has basically no lead at first. And he takes another shuffle. And the pitch. The 1-1 pitch. That one's called ball. It's 2-1. No one moving. Count is 2-1 to Charlie Van Renz. The pitch from Bevels. That one's outside once again. And a throw down to third base, no good. As Rago gets back in time. It's 3-1 on Charlie Van Renz. Bevel going to have to work back here in the count, as he's going to have to climb up the ladder as he's getting ready to throw the 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. That one is called strike. And I don't know if the umpire thought that was strike 3, but it was a pretty big strike 2 call nonetheless. But it's even at 3-2, or full at 3-2, excuse me, as Charlie Van Renz steps back in. As Bevel gets set, deals. No, he picks off once again. I don't know if he loves Devin Weber over there at first base, but he's got to take his mind off of the hitter, I guess. And the 3-2 pitch now. And that one swung on, blooped into right field. He can't see it. And it gets over his head, and 1 run will score. Weber will move over to third base, and that'll be a bloop single for Charlie Van Renz. We like to call those duck snorts here in Omaha, Nebraska, as the duck snort single will score 1, and it's 3-0 in the top of the 4th inning here for DePere. It'll go in as a line drive in the scorebook. You can't ask for a much better hit than that. As now Louis Gossert is up to bat, and he fouls his first pitch off. 0-1. 7 hits so far through 3 1/3 for this DePere team out of Wisconsin. And the second pitch of the at-bat is called ball. It'll even count up at 1-1. Runners at the corner. Devin Weber at third and Charlie Van Renz at first. Bevel gets set, deals the bunt attempt, and that one is bunted over to the right side, and Bevel will let it roll foul. A very very high IQ play by the pitcher on the mound right now. As that runner from third definitely would have scored if he would have picked it up. But we'll redo things here with one more strike. It's 1-2. One out, 2 runners on, the 1-2 pitch. Pickoff attempt once again. Now over to Charlie Van Rens. Now Bevel. He'll throw that one low, and nothing will be happening here as the count will even up at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Bevel. And that one is swung on, ground ball over, and one tag, and he is safe at first as the fielder's choice will be in effect at second base from Colby Hansen. 1 run scores. It is 4-0 here in the top of the 4th inning as DePere leads this one early on. Now Josh Bowe up to the plate. Here we saw him in his first at-bat hit a towering stand-up double to the right side. And now he's up once again, and that one is popped up shallow area in the third base side, and that'll do it here in the top of the 4th inning. 2 runs scored, 2 hits, no errors. We'll be back on Magnitude Sports.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers. But don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares
they do amazing work.
Check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6560.
Welcome back to Warrior Field. It's the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 4-0 here as DePere extends their lead with a big 2-run top of the 4th inning. As the Fargo 400 Stars really have to get something going on here as we're getting midway through this game. As Caden Cruz has really thrown a gem so far. Only 1 hit through 3 innings. It's going to be big for him to throw up a big 0 after DePere has put up another 2-run spot. As Colby Hansen will start this one off here for the Post Fargo 400 Stars. As he flew out in his first at-bat of the night, he's 0 for 1. Cruz back on the mound for work in his 4th inning of duties. And first pitch high and inside, just over the helmet of Hansen. It'll be 1-0 to start this one off. Kreutz gets his pitch. He sets, deals the 1-0 pitch. That one's called ball low. And it'll be 2-0, 2 straight balls, 1 high, 1 low. Not a bad way to mix up the hitter's eyes. But now you really just have to attack the strike zone, and that one way too inside. It's 3-0, 3 quick balls on Colby Hansen. The 3-0 pitch from Cruz. That one's right down the middle, free strike. And it'll be 3-1. And another one, that one's ripped into left field. Will it stay fair? No, it doesn't. Just foul. And it's a very long strike for Colby Hansen. And we're full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No outs, no one on. As Colby Hansen makes his way back in to the batter's box. Time of 10:21. As we have had a long day at the ball field, especially the post Fargo 400 Stars. And that one is popped up shallow into the first base side, and that one's caught by Landon Rago for the first out of the inning. Big time start right there for Kreutz as he fell 3-0, climbed up the ladder, got a long strike, got a free strike, long strike, foul, and then an easy pop up to Rago on the right side. And now brings up Logan Sullivan. He'll take strike 1 looking. With 1 out, no one on. As Eli Mock is on deck looking to get things going. The 0-1 from Sullivan, that's low. It'll bring the count even at 1-1. We are at 1 hour exactly of game time so far in this one. The original start time for this game was 7:30, but we had the long 9-inning venture between the Bandits and the post-Fargo 400s that elongated this game to start around 9:30. It's 2-1. Kreutz with a pitch. That one high curveball. And it brings the count to 3-1. Logan Sullivan maybe having the green light on 3-1 if Kreutz gives him his pitch. Now the 3-1. That one, he has the green light, swings in a big miss from Logan Sullivan. It'll bring the count full 3-2 as Carter Schmidt might have got nicked on that one right there on the backswing. As he's taking his time, might have got the hand. So we're going to have time here. Give Schmidt his time. Get regrouped. And it might have got his chest protector. He's holding his chest, and now he's on the ground. You never want to see anything like this on a baseball field. You rarely see any big injury, and now we're seeing Schmidt on the ground. He takes his helmet off. As you see the DePere head coach and Caden Kreutz over Schmidt. And we're going to take a break here to give Schmidt his time. We'll be back here on Magnitude Sports to resume the bottom of the 4th inning when we come back.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touch.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
And welcome back here on Magnitude Sports. We took a little break. And now we're back. As Carter Schmidt got hit by either a ball or the bat. I don't really know, but the count is 3-2 on Logan Sullivan. Now we're back to play, and Caden Kreutz is going to give some pitches to Schmidt to see if he's good, really, because they're still taking their time off now, and they're just letting things regroup for Schmidt. It's 3-2, 1 out, no one on base in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 4-0 as DePere has the lead. we'll give you some weather updates here in Omaha, Nebraska. It's currently 78 degrees, which is beautiful right now because early on in the day, it was about, I want to say in my head it was about 105, but I know it really wasn't. It was about 93, 92 maybe. But it was a hot one here today at Omaha Westside High School. Wind about 7 miles an hour, blowing in to the west, so it's blowing in from where the field is located at on the map. So maybe not see too many home runs today. We usually don't see a lot here at Westside High School, so the wind is usually blowing in. We're back to resuming play. It's 3-2, full count here, 1 out. Caden Kreutz with the pitch, and that one is ball low, and it'll put Logan Sullivan on. Eli Mock now up to bat as he is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out with 1 runner on base. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Kreutz has 44 pitches total through 4 1/3, or 3 1/3, excuse me. 30 strikes, 14 balls. Very efficient so far early on as he skips a ball, first ball of the count. As Kreutz steps off, he's regrouping his thoughts, steps back on the mound, and he's ready to pitch. Devin Weber, third base, over on the left side. He's playing in, expecting a bunt maybe, and he's creeping. And call strike on the outer half for the first strike of the at-bat. It's 1-1. Kreutz taking his time, looking over the runner, Logan Sullivan at first. He pitches, and that's a ball low. He's done a great job of commanding his fastball all night long. It's just really, in this inning so far going forward, he's having the problem of falling off and really ending his fastball low and out, which it's really just a problem of rushing yourself. So you just got to calm yourself down and really just get those strikes, get those outs, because so far this DePere infield has done a great job. And there's a quick roll too, and that'll end the inning by a great play by Brian Gerbis. The shortstop steps on 2, throws over to first, and that'll do it here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be back for the top of the 5th.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again, Patrick.
That's Sir Patrick.
Ooh, sir. Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Welcome back. It's the top of the 5th inning here at Warrior Field. I'm Max Coughlin. As we have Mike working the buttons tonight, give him a little break from the doubleheader, but he'll be back tomorrow, don't you worry. As we're off and running here in the top of the 5th inning, Carson Bevel back out there. As it's 1-0 on Carter Schmidt. And ball low. It'll be 2-0. Quick 2-0. Carson Bevel at 54 total pitches. He has 37 strikes, 17 balls. Also working pretty efficient as another strike is called, and that's the first one of this at-bat. It's 2-1. Carter Schmidt 1 for 2 on the night, and that one is hit up the middle. Grounded pretty nicely. In and out from Caleb Christensen over to Logan Sullivan. And that'll do it to retire Carter Schmidt for the first out of the top of the fifth. Now Ethan Newens is up to bat here. He's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout on the evening. As Bevel's back on the mound, taking his time, he comes, sets, deals. The quick release, and that's a strike. As Bevel, now he's working quick. He's in his rhythm. Another quick pitch, and that one is called ball on the outer half. It'll be 1-1. Bevel again for a strike inside. He's not afraid to drop that slider down inside on the lefty. And we've seen it so far quite a few times tonight. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Bevel. And it's swung on, ground ball over to the right side. Picked up by Colby Hansen, thrown on over to Logan Sullivan, and that'll do it for the second out of the inning. Quick 2 outs here for the post-Fargo 400 Stars. As Brian Gerbis makes his way up to bat. He's 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a strikeout. And the 0-0 pitch is called strike on the outer half, as it's 0-1 early on. As you might hear the PA announcers over the mic, we have quite some characters here in the press box tonight working the PA. But nonetheless, it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, that swung on, driven high and far. It might be burning him, and it does. That's going to be extra bases right there for Brian Gerbis. He might get 3. He's going for it. And no throw. Stand up triple for Brian Gerbis. What a hit right there with 2 outs. Triple to the wall. And that'll bring up Landon Rago. 2 outs, runner on third base. Rago and an opportunity to get an RBI to his name. That one swung on, foul ball over to the left side chopper. Bevel now at 64 pitches through 4 2/3. The 0-1 pitch, that one swung on, chopper, foul left side, out of the ballpark now. Just catches over the fence. And it'll be 0-2. The payoff pitch here, 0-2. That one swung on, fouled once again. And we'll redo the count, 0-2. Pitch, 2 outs, runner on third base. Bevel comes, sets, deals. 0-2. That one swung on, and it's going to be a line drive. It'll bring in a runner. It's 5-0 for DePere. Landon Rago comes in clutch and will extend the lead 5-0. As DePere is showing no signs of stopping. And now it brings up Jake Weckworth. He's 1 for 2 on the night with a fly out and a single. That one's called outside ball. As Weckworth makes his way back in the box. 2 outs. 1 runner on first base. 1 run's already came in and scored. After a triple by Braden Gerbis, and he was driven in by Landon Rago. 9 hits on the night so far here for the DePere Wildcats. That one drops in for a strike. As the count is 1-1. Pitch from Bevel, that one's outside. Once again, fastball. And some miscommunication right there between the umpire and the scoreboard person running the scoreboard up here, but that was a walk. And now it brings up Devin Weber with a runner on first and a runner on second. And that one swung on, fouled out of the ballpark. And it brings the count to 0-1. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. As Bevel's at 73 pitches, there's still no action in the bullpen here for the post-Fargo 400 Stars, but I'm assuming here in the next inning or two, we will most likely see some action. Nonetheless, it's 0-2. The pitch from Bevel. That one swung on, ground ball over the shortstop side. He'll take the easy route at second base for the force out, and that'll do it. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. And that'll do it here for the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 5th.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs honey barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
It's the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's 5-0. The DePere Wildcats have the lead. As opposed, Fargo 400 Stars only have 1 hit through 4 innings of play. This is going to have to be the inning where they want to get something started. Caden Kreutz has been cruising so far. A little bit of pun there. Caden Kreutz, he's been cruising. 48 pitches through 4 innings of work. Now Chain Sen makes his way in. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out to the shortstop. As Kreutz, he sets, delivers for the first pitch of the 5th inning. That one will be just inside, high and inside for ball 1. Kreutz, he's working slowly. The 1-0 pitch, he drops that curveball right down across the plate for the first strike. And it's all even up at 1-1. DePere has scored in every single inning besides the second. And that one is popped up to the third base side. As Devin Weber, he cruises over into foul territory, makes the catch. And that'll be the first out of the bottom of the 5th inning. And that's going to be the biggest thing now here going forward for the post-Fargo 400 Stars is you don't want to have a lot of those pop-ups. You want to get on the ground. You want to make DePere mess up. They already have 1 error on the night. And the Fargo 400 Stars only 1 hit. And as a strike drops in there for Gunnar Majerus, it's 0-1. Kreutz sets, delivers the 0-1 pitch. That's outside fastball. Evens things up at 1-1. One's across the board. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. The 1-1 pitch, just low once again, 2 times in a row from Kreutz is another big thing Bevel's missing with on the other side of the ball is you start working too quick, you start releasing a little too bit late, and you end up with a lot of those fastballs missing on the outer half. And the 2-1 pitch is fouled off the end of the bat with a big-time curveball that we've seen a lot today from Kreutz. It's really been working in his favor, and it's 2-2. It's great to see Carter Schmidt. He's back. He's working in full health after getting hit last inning. it was either a foul ball or the end of the bat. I'm still yet to know, but whatever it was, it had him out for quite a few minutes. But nonetheless, it's 2-2. And that one swung on into fair territory. Runner on first. He'll get there, but it'll be caught out by Louis Gozert for the second out of the inning. 2 pop-ups in the bottom of the 5th inning will make for 2 quick outs. And now it's Malachi Weirmeyer. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout to his name. As Kreutz, he takes his time, tries to find the right pitch. He finds it, the 0-0 pitch. As he drops that one in there for a ball just a bit low. The pitch from Kreutz is called strike on the outer half. Another time where he uses that curveball in a count he's not ahead in. And that's going to be a big thing for him moving early on and moving on into this summer is if you can really get that curveball, if you can get that off speed on counts that you're not ahead in. And we just saw it again. 2 back-to-back curveballs for Caden Kreutz, and it makes the count 1-2. Now Weirmeyer facing a strikeout. As Kreutz sets, delivers, 1-2 pitch. He gets him, and that one's into play, into left field, and it's going to be a hit. Malachi Weirmeyer, second hit on the night here for the post-Fargo 400 Stars. As a little 2-out rally has begun here for the Fargo 400 Stars. Now Jake Jaroszewski makes his way into the box. As a called strike for the first pitch of the at-bat. 2 outs, 1 runner on first base. Jaroszewski in his way in the box, 0-1. The pitch from Kreutz. High strike, just did not have a feel for that one. Had to wipe his hands off his jersey just a little bit. It's 1-1. Kreutz looks over at first base. Deals, and that's a fastball. It's getting away. It's a pass ball on Schmidt. And that'll move Weirmeyer over to second base into scoring position. And a big opportunity right here for Jaroszewski at the plate to drive in Weirmeyer. If the Fargo 400 Stars can just get at least 1 run in here in the bottom of the 5th inning, it's going to be huge. You don't want to have this game going scoreless any longer. The first time you just get at least 1 on the board, that gives you a little bit of momentum, and that'll push you on in the next 2 innings, especially being the home team. You have that last bottom of the 7th inning, the last 3 outs, to really make something going. It's 2-2. That one's called ball outside. It's full at 3-2. Now Kreutz, the 3-2 pitch. That one swung on and missed. And that'll end the inning. No one scored, 1 run, no errors. And we'll be back for the top of the 6th inning.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Yes. Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
We're back. It's the top of the 6th inning here at Warrior Field. A beautiful Wednesday night for 5 baseball games in a day. And we'll be right back here all tomorrow. Not all on the Magnitude Sports Network, but it's the College World Series baseball tournament, and we're here all weekend long at Warrior Field playing quite a bit of games. As there were 5 games today, first one beginning at 9:30 a.m. and the final game tonight starting at 9:30 p.m. 12 hours of baseball. Doesn't get much better than that. We're back. It's the top of the 6th. Charlie Van Rens will lead this one off here for the DePere Wildcats as they are in full momentum. It is 5-0. 9 hits for the DePere Wildcats, 2 for the Fargo 400 Stars. As Carson Bevel is still out on the mound, 74 pitches so far tonight for him. He has 52 strikes, 22 balls. He's working pretty efficiently. It's just some of those innings where he gives up those hits, he can't really minimize on, and that's been the problem all night. And first pitch swinging is Vamrins, and that one's picked up at second base, thrown out by Colby Hansen. And that'll do it for the first out of the inning. Now up to bat is Louis Gossert, who's 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a strikeout. The pitch from Bevel low, called ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Bevel, that one's called strike on the outer half. And we'll even things up at 1-1. Bevel working really quickly here. Going on, that's strike 2. Gets right back on the mound. He's out of the stretch. Right when the batter steps in, he's going. The 1-2 pitch from Bevel. That one swung on, chopped over to third base side. Picked cleanly, and he's out at first base. Jackson Ammerman over to Logan Sullivan for a very nice play for the second out of the inning. Can't ask for much better than that from a great third baseman over to first base. No errors on the night so far for the Fargo 400 Stars, and it hasn't really been the defense. It's been the bats. 2 hits is not going to get you a lot to win a ball game, but Carson Bevel has done a great job at really minimizing. I know the score is 5-0, and it might not be showing that, but Carson Bevel has done a great job on really minimizing the runs. It's been 1 run, 0 runs, 1 run, 2, 1. So they haven't really had a big inning all tonight, and that one's driven by Josh Bowe into right field as that one is caught on, and that'll do it here in the top of the 6th inning. 1, 2, 3 goes DePere, and we'll be back for the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
And welcome back. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-0. DePere leads. I'm Max Coughlin. Mike is on the buttons like I mentioned already tonight. He'll be back tomorrow, don't you worry. I'm just filling in for him as of right now. Due up is Caleb Christensen for the Fargo 400 Stars. And like I mentioned early on in the pregame show, that these teams have both faced each other in the last 2 years. This is 3 years going on that these teams have faced off with each other. It's been split 1-1, so this will be, if you're thinking about it, if you're a fan of both of these teams, this is the game deciding right here. So 2 years ago, though, it was the Fargo 400 Stars making it to the Legion World Series. Last year, they placed 7th. Not making it to the World Series, but not too bad of a finish right there for the Fargo 400 Stars. And they're back this year looking to redeem themselves as they're here in Omaha, Nebraska for the College World Series tournament, as Caleb Christensen is stepping his way into the box. Caden Kreutz back out on the mound, 65 total pitches through 5 innings of work, as he'll start off with a ball outside. Kreutz sets, delivers, and a long looping curveball. That'll drop in for a strike. It's 1-1. 43 strikes, 24 balls tonight for Caden Kreutz. He's been working to the best of his abilities, only allowing 2 hits so far through 5 innings of work. As the count is 2-1 on Caleb Christensen. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a ground out and a strikeout, as he's looking to get himself started with a hit. Kreutz sets, delivers. That one's poked into the right side, and that's a line drive for a base knock. 3 hits now on the night for the Fargo 400 Stars, and Caleb Christensen with his first of his own. Big time start right there with no outs. That's exactly what you need to do as a leadoff hitter. You got to get a hit. You don't want too big of a hit. You just want something to get yourself on base. And Caleb Christensen produced. And now it's Jackson Emmerman to keep things going, as he reached on an error and a ground out today, so he's 0 for 2. Kreutz delivers the first pitch, and that one's called ball low outside. He's been getting that call quite a few times tonight so far, but it might have just been a little too low for the umpire's liking. But Kreutz, he's back on the mound. He comes, sets. He delivers a 1-0 pitch. That one's curveball outside, and that one gets away from Schmidt. And Christensen will move himself over to second base. On a pass ball. The count is 2-0. Now with Christensen in scoring position. Kreutz steps off. He's regrouping his thoughts. Now he's back on the mound, 2-0. He's got to climb the ladder somehow with now a runner in scoring position after the pass ball. Emmerman, he's ready. He has the green light, most likely. The 2-0 pitch. He's swinging on a big slider, and it's strike 1. 2-1 now to Caden Kreutz, as now Schmidt and Kreutz. This is about probably the 5th time they've met up together. It's maybe talking about pitch sequencing, maybe talking about maybe getting crossed up a little bit, but nonetheless, they like to have those conversations out on the mound. But they're back. It's 2-1. Emmerman steps in, looking to drive the ball maybe to the right side a little bit, give a little bit of an easier comfort run into home for Caleb Christensen. Nonetheless, here comes Kreutz. The 2-1 pitch, that's outside, blocked well behind the dish by Schmidt, and it's 3-1. Kreutz taking his time. He's getting the pitch he wants. Shortstop trying to get the attention of Kreutz. He'll pitch. 3-1 pitch. That one shot over to the first base side, and it's an error. It gets past Rago. That'll bring in Christensen from second base. And that's going to be the first run of the night here for the Fargo 400 Stars, as that one is most likely going to be ruled as an error on Landon Rago. And now here comes the head coach of the DePere Wildcats, as that will shift momentum a little bit, as it's 5-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Big time hit right there for Jackson Emmerman, who got on base not one time today already from reach on an error. And now he produced with a shot over to the first base side, scoring Caleb Christensen. So it's 5-1 here. DePere still has the 4-1 lead. No outs still here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Caden Kreutz at 74 pitches total as he's still grooving. That one's popped up shallow infield to third base side. Devin Weber, he's moving in. He catches it, and that'll be the first out. Quick out here for the first out of the inning. Still one runner on base. As Ammerman went nowhere. And now it's Logan Sullivan. A big loopy curveball. That one misses way too high. And it'll be ball one. Kreutz working back on the mound. Logan Sullivan 0 for 1 on the night with a walk and a strikeout. So Kreutz has been dealing, and now the pitch, ball over to the shortstop side. 1-2, and he gets the double play. And that'll do it. Big time pickup right there from the middle infield, and that'll do it here in the bottom of the sixth inning. But the Fargo 400 Stars strike back. It's 5-1 as we go to the top of the seventh inning.
Santana Concrete LLC in Barnesville comes highly recommended from their customers. But don't take our word for it, take theirs. Dan states that the team is
polite, friendly, and efficient.
Lee tells us that
quality work for a fair price is hard to find.
Here's Mike from Post 400 Baseball.
Santana Concrete did a wonderful job laying the concrete foundation for our new press box.
And Jasmine shares
they do amazing work.
Check them out by searching Santana Concrete LLC on Facebook or call 218-790-6560.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
And welcome back. We're in the top of the seventh inning, the final inning here of play tonight. Unless we see a wild comeback in the bottom of the seventh from the Fargo 400 Stars. I'm Max Coughlin here on the play-by-play tonight. Mike's on the buttons tonight. He's taking a little break from the play-by-play. I'm here filling in for the duties. First pitch called strike on Carter Schmidt as he's 1 for 3 on the night with a single, a strikeout, and a ground out. As Bevel is back on the mound. And it's 0-2. And a wild pitch swinging, and that'll do it here for Carter Schmidt. And he's on strike 3 swinging. That'll do it for the first out of the top of the seventh for Carson Bevel. And that'll bring up Ethan Newens. Newens is 0 for 3 on the night with a fly-out, strikeout, and a ground out. As first pitch swinging, he'll drill that one up the middle for a ground ball single. And that'll do it for a single. One runner on with 1 out. And Brian Gerbis now up to bat here. He's 2 for 3 on the night with a single, triple, and a strikeout. He had the big-time leadoff triple in the top of the fourth inning. And now he's back up to the plate with a runner on first, 1 out. As DePere still has a lead, 5-1, with 10 hits on the night. They have really produced. Bevel, he picks the runner at first, and he's safe. Not a bad pick move. It was actually pretty quick. We've really seen Bevel pick a lot tonight, and you know it may be a sense of trying to mess with the runner, maybe not wanting to steal, but nonetheless he's picked off quite a bit of times tonight. And first pitch ball to Braden Gerbis, who seems to be the PA announcer's favorite player of the night, who is given a nickname. Bevel with the 1-0 pitch. That's called strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. Bevel at 85 pitches through 6 1/3 has been efficient all night, even though the score may not say so. I mentioned that the last inning where it may not look like it, but a check down attempt at first base is safe. The innings go here for DePere in the top of the first inning. They scored 1 to get the early on lead. They didn't score in the second, then they got 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and none in the sixth. So it's been really minimizable here for Bevel. It's not really any big inning, so he has not pitched too bad. It's just a matter of the 3 hits on the offensive side is not going to get you a lot of help, and then the 1 run in the bottom of the 6th will help out a little bit. But another pickoff attempt. He's safe at first base. It's 2-2. It's 2-2. Bevel, that one swung on into center field, right center field. It's chasing back, and they catch it. What a catch out in right field by Chey Sen as he tracks that ball down. And Ethan Newens will make his way back to first base. And that'll do it for 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning with a stellar play out in right field. I would say right center field. Chey Sen had to run quite a ways to get that ball. But there's 2 outs now in the top of the 7th inning. Now Landon Rago is up. He's 2 for 2 on the night with a single walk and a single and an RBI. As he takes first pitch strike. The 0-1. That one's missed outside and low. Evens the count up at 1-1. Bevel at 90. He's got 15 more pitches left in him as the pitch count here tonight. And this whole weekend is 105. As another pickoff attempt, he's safe at first. Bevel back on the mound. Rago now back in the box as they're ready to go for the 1-1. The pitch, that one's high and inside. A little chin music right there for Rago. And it's 2-1. Bevel taking his time. He's checking the runner at first. Comes sets. Deals the quick pitch, and he's off and running. And he's safe at second base. Weirmeyer with a beautiful throw, but just does not beat Ethan Newens at second base for a stolen base. And that puts Newens at running and scoring position. As he got hit by the pitch, as Bevel didn't really understand what really happened, but he got hit by the pitch. And that'll put runners on first and second with 2 outs. Now Jake Weckworth up to bat. He's 1 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a single. That one shot over the fence, and that will be in foul territory. And this starts 0-1. Bevel at 94 pitches. He comes sets. Checks the runner over at second. The pitch. Called strike on the outer half. And it's 0-2. Runners might be going here on the swing. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The payoff pitch here for Bevel. That one swung on and just into the 3-4 gap. And the runner from second is scoring. And he is thrown out at the plate. What a throw by Chey Sen to get the runner, Ethan Newens, at the plate. And that'll end the top of the 7th inning as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning to see if the Fargo 400 Stars can get anything back. Just 4 runs shy of tying this one up. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 7th.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this. Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 7th inning here. It's time to see what the Fargo 400 Stars are made of. They are down 5-1 going into the last inning of play. As Chayton Sen, who just made a spectacular throw out at home, will lead things off in the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Sen, Majerus, and Weirmeyer to start this one off in the bottom of the 7th. Kreutz is back out, and he's cruising at 79 pitches through 6 innings of work. As he's back on the mound, 49 strikes, only 30 balls tonight. And it's a quick 2-0 to Chayton Sen. And a long looping curveball drops in for a strike, and that'll be the first strike of the at-bat, as Sen is still ahead 2-1. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another curveball drop in here from Kreutz. And you see a fastball outside low. He's been missing there quite a bit tonight. As it counts now 3-1. You don't want to risk walking a guy here, especially in the bottom of the 7th with no outs. Kreutz, he shakes off. He gets his pitch. Deals, sets the pitch. Drops a curveball in there. That one might drop in, and it doesn't. A spectacular diving catch out in right field from Josh Bowe will save a runner on base for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. What a play out in right field by Josh Bowe. And that'll do it for the first out. Now batting is Gunnar Majerus. He's over 2 in the night with a line drive and a flyout. That one's chopped over to second base. Easy play over to first base, and that'll do it for the second out of the inning. Louis Gozert over to Landon Rago. Now the Fargo 400 Stars down to their final out of the night. 2 outs. That one shot on over to the left side, and he is safe at the plate. As the DePere fans are not too happy about that call. What a running play right there by Devin Weber up the line over to the first baseman. Just not in time. And now Malachi Weirmeyer is here at the box with a runner on first base. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Kreutz pitch. That one drops in for a strike. Quick 0-1 start. As Kreutz is wanting to work quick here, and same with Weirmeyer. He's back in the box. Kreutz comes, sets, delivers. 0-1 pitch. That one missed down low, and it gets away from Schmidt, but nothing happening on the base pass with a great stop and a slide to save a runner going into scoring position. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Kreutz. That one drops in for a strike right down the middle. That curveball once again biting right down in the zone, and it's 1-2. Kreutz looking for his payoff pitch to end this one 5-1. The 1-2 pitch, Kreutz to end this game. And that one's popped up into foul territory, and that one will get out of here, and we'll redo the 1-2. The 1-2 once again from Kreutz to get the first win of the College World Series tournament. The 1-2 pitch, and he just misses low. It'll be 2-2 to even things up. Kreutz steps off. He has to regain his thoughts. The 2-2 pitch to Weirmeyer. Checks the runner at first, comes sets, delivers the pitch. And that one just misses, slider outside, and it's full at 3-2. Weirmeyer most likely swinging if Kreutz gives him a pitch to hit. The 3-2 pitch from Kreutz. That one swung on into left field, and that one's way foul. Just ran on inside him. And we'll step back in the box for 3-2 once again. Kreutz taking his time. He comes, sets the 3-2 pitch. And that one's high. He'll walk him. And there'll be runners on first and second with 2 outs. Jake Jaroszewski now making his way into the box. He's 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a strikeout. The pitch from Kreutz, that one drops in for a fastball strike right down the middle. And it's 0-1. DePere has only played 1 game, and it being this game so far in the College World Series tournament. The Fargo 400 Stars, this will be their second game of the tournament so far. And that one's popped up in the middle of the infield. Shortstop backing in on it, and he catches it, and that'll be the game. Brian Gerbis gets the final out of the game. And what a game tonight by Caden Kreutz. Complete game, 93 pitches. That'll be the game, 5-1. The DePere Wildcats get the win and go 1-0 to start the tournament. And the Fargo 400 Stars will fall 0-2 after losing the first game tonight by a walk-off. And now taking the loss tonight on Warrior Field. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and have a great night.
Broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.